So I got a little something to show you before I start splitting wood today. I got a message from my niece in Maine. Yes, Millie. Oh my gosh, is it windy out here. Can hardly stand up. So her dad, my best friend from Maine, his name is Dana. His daughter has S'more Firewood channel, you should check it out. Messaged me and said, hey, here's a way you can know how much fuel your processor is using on a daily basis, because there's no gauge on here. Here's what I've got for a gauge. What this is just a clear tube. So right here's the level right now of the diesel fuel in the tank. So in this tank there is 60 gallons right now. Well, not right now, there's 60, it's a 60-gallon tank. But I just went and got fuel, and I'm gonna put 5 gallons in. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take a marker and I'm going to mark a spot right here. Not a very good one because I'm reaching way across the whole frame here. Let's see if I can get to this side a little better. There we go. I'll come around over here a little bit. There we go. So that's where it is. And I'm gonna get the marker at the mouth. I'm gonna put 5 gallons in, and my guess is it's gonna be somewhere right about in here. It's probably gonna go up about an inch. That'd be my guess. So I'm gonna take what's in this container, put it in, and we're gonna see how much that makes, and then I'll make another mark and I'll know the 5-gallon mark, and then I can just measure the distance from that mark to this mark, and then I can make marks all the way down, and I'll know every 5 gallons. So it'll give me an idea how much the machine is using when I'm running it. So here we go, it's filling time.
French conchacha. Boy, that was good. Yeah.
Okay, so there it is. That's 5 gallons I just put in. I'll make another mark. And then I'm gonna go get a tape measure, and I'm gonna measure, and then we're just gonna make marks for every 5 gallons. It'll be like magic. All thanks to Dana, the smartest man in Maine. There. Actually, I don't even need to go get a tape measure. I'm just going to use a piece of wood here on the ground. I'll use that as a marker. So from there to there. So basically, yeah, if it goes up into there, if it's showing in there, it's full anyways, it doesn't matter. But at least I get an idea of how many gallons each day that I use. So this will be another 5 increment here. And then we're gonna do another one down below. Take my big fat glove off. About right there. And then I'll make another one below that, although it never gets that low. For those of you that are wondering, when I run the processor, I run it 6-7 hours, something like that. I go through about 10 gallons or something like that. There you go. Look at that. Isn't that special? So now I know, or I will know in the future, how much fuel I go through in a day. And generally what I do is about once a week, I have 3 5-gallon containers. Maybe once every other week, I fill all 3 of them up, and then I dump it into the tank here. So it never goes below 3/4. It's always maybe, the lowest I ever had it was maybe down to about here, and then I just dump in 3 gallons or so. So each one of these is, 3 5-gallon tanks, so that'd be 1 5-gallon, so that'd be 10, 15, 20. And so I always fill up the tractor first, and then I dump the rest in here. So usually I'm putting a jug in the tractor, and then 2 jugs in here is kind of what I do. And that's all I need to do. Yeah, a lot of you guys are saying, oh, you need to get a tank. Not really. I get gas at least once a week, twice a week with my truck, or for the splitter, or for the chainsaws. And then I get diesel at the same time, and my bill's always about $200 to fill the truck, to fill a couple 5-gallon cans of gas, 3-gallon cans of diesel fuel, and then maybe a couple of 2.5 gallons for the chainsaws for mix oil. So there you go. Now we're gonna go do some splitting. So I've got everything in place. I got the splitter in place. I got the elevator here in place. I got the wood right next to the splitter. And I'm gonna have it pile up right next to that big pile right over there, kind of in front of it, so I can scoop it up eventually. And like I said, I'm not gonna put it into a trailer because the trailer's already full and I can't go out and dump it. But I think tomorrow, later in the day, I'll be able to get a lot of this into the bin, I'll hope. So we'll see what happens. Now I think I got about an hour and a half before dark. The sun is already starting to go down over there. So I'll get as much done as I can. Hopefully I can get most of it done or all of it. So let's see what happens. Here we go. Well, folks, the sun went down. The big glowing orb filled with cheese is coming up in the sky over there to the, what is that? East. Sun went down the west. The moon's coming up in the east, and it's a full moon tonight, so it's gonna be nice and bright. But it's too dark for me to work. I don't want to lose any fingers, so I quit when I was starting to get where I couldn't see really good. This pile right here is the one that I got done. I didn't get everything done from the pile as you saw because I pushed some stuff up here, but I did that because I have to get it all the way because supposedly tomorrow I'm getting a load of wood in, and tomorrow morning I'll be back here splitting the rest of that. And then my plan is to be able to scoop this stuff up with the tractor and a bucket, dump it into the trailers once I get those taken out into the field and put into the bins because I have 3 loads already full. Get those taken out and put in the bins, then come back and get this. There's probably, I don't know, there's probably 4 loads here, maybe 5, a lot of wood. And then I can finish this stuff here. All the debris I just kind of shoved up into the pile. You can see there's some stuff here left that needs to be split. And all this debris that I want to scoop up into the trailer and then haul it out and just dump it into the debris pile, where our burn pile, we're gonna burn it. So that's it for today. I'll be back here tomorrow, 5:30 a.m. You're going to be back here tomorrow because it's what you should do. Right now, you're going to go watch the video on the screen. It's either there, one of those 2 spots. I don't know. Or there's 1,000 videos on my channel you could go watch. Good night, Irene.